Heya, heya! How is everyone doing? No, Anubis. Come say hi. Come say hi. Say hi. Say, I'm a little demon getting into everything. How is everyone? Meet the newest, well, one of two newest additions to the family. This is Anubis. And Pluto is hiding somewhere. That's Megan's cat. But this is mine. This little hellion. He had a big fluff ball. Say hi. Okay. You can go play. Yeah, you gonna jump? You can jump? How's everyone? Okay, so today we're going to be doing the last part of our 4-part series of the elements. Hey, Gina! Yeah, it's a little baby. Little chili bug trying to bite my fingers now. No. We not hurt mommy. No. I'll send you to the underworld. Stop. No. Hey, Serenity. So this is going to be the last part of the 4-part of the elemental series. And I'm sorry I had to push it back a little bit. I've been so busy. Summer has been crazy between sports, vacations, and work, and jobs, and doubles, and all that fun stuff. So I'm finally able to finish this. So the last part we're going to do is the Salamanders, the fire elementals. Okay, Nubis, you're going to distract me. He's going to distract me. I'm sorry. Let me put him down. Here, go play. Play with your stuff. Okay, where's the other one? Oh, you're just going to hide under the desk? She's just going to hide under the desk. She's like, I don't want to show myself today. Okay, so how's everyone? Everyone good? Yes? Lucas, what are you doing?
Got Austin's remote.
Okay, well, keep it on quiet.
See if it works.
Mom,
do you like my new picture? My friend's old one, but he blocked me.
Oh, okay.
On my friend's list, but no.
Okay, Lucas. All right. Stopped up. Okay, sorry, distracted again. I feel it. I feel it heavily. Very tired. I haven't stopped today. I think this is the most, like, downtime I've had today. And then after this, then we have to have family time. And we're going to watch the last few episodes of Resident Evil that's on Netflix. We watched 4 episodes last night with the kids, and we're going to watch the last 4 that's on Netflix right now after this. So my kids are already like, Mom, hurry up. Stop. Go sit your butt down, mister.
I'll see if it works.
Okay. So, today, or tonight, we're going to dive right into Salamanders. Sit down. I obviously know they're there. They're right there. Literally at my feet. Okay, deep breaths. Tomorrow is my last day off, and I'm going to rest and recover. All right. So, the biggest thing that you can pretty much... I'm gonna wait till he's done making noise. Are you done making noise?
Yes, I'm going upstairs now to shut off the Xbox, and then I'm gonna be done.
So much noise. My brain can't think. All right, so fire naturally as an element is related to the south. It's obviously related to the sun. There's a few zodiacs that it's related to. You got your Sagittarius, you got your Leos, you got your Aries. It's heavily guarded with the summer. So, of course, fire is always related to the summer months. All right, so let's jump into salamanders. So this one, everyone always thinks it's that actual salamander that you see, like, you know, as the animal. The being is not necessarily represented as the actual creature, like, yeah. It's more of an energy-based, and how, like, the fire itself can sway and manipulate and change form and transform and, you know, jungle itself into whatever you want it to you know, be. They always say it looks like a salamander because it can bend like a salamander can, okay? Also like a snake in a way, you know, that's why some people, like, heavily regard it to, you know, snakes, dragons, and the fire fae. So obviously I'm gonna reference a lot up to, or back to, I should say, as the dragon realm, because obviously, you know, fire breathing dragons goes heavy on hardcore with the elemental beings of fire, which is salamanders. So But there are those that, you know, hide within. Dragons are huge, okay? You're going to see a lot of elemental salamanders and dragons like this. Fire fae and salamanders like this. And also serpents. And I know you're going to be like, that doesn't make any sense. Why would serpents be like that? Just go with it. It's weird. I know. I've seen it. It's so intense. And it's all based off of the way the fire moves itself with the wind. Whatever you need it to do, it's going to literally sway like a serpent or a salamander. I'm just catching up on this real quick. Okay, so I have a bunch of notes so I don't forget anything, because you know I like to get scatterbrained and like jump here, then jump there, and jump there, jump there, over there, over there. So we're not gonna. Hey, no. Nubis, Pluto, no. Okay, see, I already said all that. I say a lot of stuff already. Okay, so fire elementals can appear as little balls of light that glide across water, okay? They're very thin and dry, very similar to, I guess you can sit there and say that they're kind of like, if you get the small, like the beginning of their creation salamanders, because yes, like everything, you know, has its beginning. The ball is gonna transform into like kind of like a cricket or like a grasshopper, and then it just progresses and gets to whatever shape and form it starts pulling with you. So like Serenity, you're really heavy hardcore. Oh, it's okay, Ronnie. You're really heavy hardcore into, you know, the Fae, right? So of course yours is gonna relate more to the Fire Fae. Where me, I'm obviously gonna pull the Salamander's expression more through the dragons. So again, it's going to transform into whatever it needs. Sometimes it's just the fire. It could be a volcano. It can literally just be lava or magma or, you know, lava rock. It's going to depict itself in a form of fire, whether it's the blue fire, the bright orange fire, the actual red fire, or the smoke from the fire, or to the rock that, you know, it can mold itself from. You know, like lava rock would be a great example. Let's see. Okay, so fire elementals are associated with creation and destruction. It's a big thing. They're yin and yang. They're polar opposites. So you're going to get both. You're going to get one from the one side, and you can also get one from the other, or a different side. So like, you know, we always say, oh, the Undines, you know, right? They're all about the water and emotions, right? But salamanders are one of the few that you can have the, you know, the both sides, you know. I want to create something, but I could destroy it at the same time. I want to build my tower, but I want it to fall, you know, if it doesn't suit me. So just know that, you know, it's like, honestly, if you really think about it, it's, you know, rebirth and death in a form. You know, the yin and the yang. That's why I love the salamanders so much. It's one of my strongest, but no surprise there, because I'm heavy hardcore into the fire. You know, it's my everything. Oh, that's so cool. Storny says, Fire Fae are so amazing, especially when you invite them into the bonfire. Ooh, it gets powerful fast. And it's the same way if you invite the actual elemental being itself, too. Obviously, like I said, it could take form, but if you can't connect to the Fae, the Fire Fae, it's really good to connect them, you know, just as the being itself and seeing what form it takes for you, which I always find is amazing. So yeah, so creation and destruction are the two main opposites from each other that they associate themselves heavy hardcore into. Some salamanders can also cause and control and extinguish the fire itself. So have you ever seen those witches that can actually ignite the fire without touching it and then actually extinguishing it all through the energy itself? They have salamanders working with them because they do the same thing. They could create and they could take away. It's absolutely amazing. So powerful. And I'm actually extremely jealous of those types of witches that can control the elements in that form. Because yes, I can, you know, I'm working on being able to extinguish, but I've never even tried to create. I know that I can manipulate, but I've never been able to create the fire. So I'm very, very jealous of those ones that can. All right, they can root out negative forces. They can help you with hexes and curses that fall on a person. They will pull it out. They are like, out of all four, sorry, I'm just trying to, my computer is trying to update itself and it's driving me nuts. Out of all four of them, okay, the Undines, the Gnomes, the Sylphs, and then now the Salamanders, these would be the warriors. These would be the all-time, I'm going to be at your side. You need me, just call me. We'll find a way. We'll work this out together. We got this, okay? Yes, they can, you know, be heavy into the emotion side of things too, just like the Undines and the Sylphs too. You know, and the Gnomes are very grounding and very, you know, like rooted. But, you know, think of it this way. You're looking at these fire elementals as a destructive force. So you're putting them in a position where they can seek justice, or they can just go strong and go hard. That's what they live for. You know, that's like putting a Viking on the battlefield and saying, hey, we need to go take that land. It's ours. It's always been ours. It was taken from us years ago. We need to go reclaim it. And do you think a Viking's is going to be like, let them keep it? No. They got it. Like, they're going. There's no, Pluto, stop eating my stuff. And that's what they are. So they're like battle warriors. So they're go, 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 go. So like if you need to, you know, take down a hex or even bring a hex, if you need to take down a curse, generational curses are their favorite, by the way. They're there, but they can also be that one to help you create them. You see where I'm coming from? The balance. That's why I love these guys so much. It's all about the yin and the yang. It's all about creation and destruction, okay? So literally everything you think about that way. Let's see. They also have the ability to clean and purify all low passions and all vices, helping to make change that allows improving everyone, you know, that has anything hindering them, anything that's like kind of like standing in your way. Again, there's that warrior nature. Like they're going, you got a wall, you know, like you're having difficulties with stuff, call to them. Light that candle, okay? Have a bonfire, you know? You don't need a very big one. Like you can take this one, like this was gifted to me, this little thing right here, okay? Light it, watch it, talk to it, be it, okay? Speak it into existence, because what you're doing is you're calling it into the flame. You're calling the flame. It's not going to happen overnight. It's not going to be something that's just going to be like, poof, I have the help and the assistance of the salamander. No, you got to invoke them just like everything else. But the easiest way is you talk to it through the flame. Simple flame, nothing fancy, nothing crazy. No, you two. Anubis, quit tackling your sister. Right, hold on, let me just... Okay, there we go. Hold on, let me just... I just turned my cell phone volume off. There we go. So let's see, where else did I leave off? Okay, so they can exist in our natural world within every flame that you see, every volcano, every explosion. Now, when I say explosion, I'm literally talking about like if someone decided they wanted to, you know, what, you want to come up here? If someone wanted to, I don't know, have a day of arson in a building. Hey, what happened? Okay, what? No, just. I understand that you can listen. Let them listen to it later, honey. So like, you know, if someone's house is on fire, you know, they're there. If you have wildfires, they're there. You know, wildfires are the worst ones. They're what we call the wild salamanders. You know, everyone has like the good and the bad. Well, those ones are the, for a better term, the a-holes. Honestly, like they're the ones who have no F's to give. They're the ones that have kind of been like, I guess you could say like screwed by fellow witches. They're the ones that have been, you know, misled and manipulated in the wrong sense. And they said, you know what, forget this. I'm going to show you. Like, you don't want to use my, you know, my kind heart and, you know, my seeking justice and my power for you. If you don't want to use that the right way, I'm going to use it in a way that, you know, they see fit. And being a destructive force, what do you think is going to happen? Okay. But then you have the salamanders that are on the good side, where they're the ones that are, you know, say you're out camping and it's really, really cold and you light a fire, you know, they're the ones that are going to warm you up. They're the ones that are going to put everything into making sure that you are comfortable and safe. It's things like that, okay? So there's a little bit extra there. Volcanoes, of course, you know, if you can ever get a hold of, like, I don't know, like Mount St. Helens ash or any type of heavy, strong, historical volcano ash, or lava rocks from it, or any type of minerals from actual, like, a volcanic eruption, that's the best. That's the best, honestly. And honestly, I mean, you can just use incense, you know? You can use the ash from an incense to help invoke them, by the way. But I always think just, you know, like, I have some Mount St. Helens. It's just a little tiny thing that's just upstairs with Morgan. But if you can get a hold of some, like, heavy stuff, yes, volcanic glass would work too. Yes, anything that has been created, surrounded, you know, or manipulated by a volcanic eruption, it is very good. Very good. Okay, let's see what else. They exist within the physical and erratic planes of the planets to give us strength, balance, and creative expression. They represent intent, the divine will, through every type of dramatic lifestyle. They are also extremely unpredictable, which is kind of a given. But they are also unpredictable to work with. So if you have ill intentions, they're going to call you out. And that's where you get your wild salamanders from. You know, ill intentions. You kind of like, you turn them into the bad. You don't want that. Definitely don't want that. Please don't do that to them, because they're absolutely amazing. Like, they're absolutely amazing. But just think of them as a warrior. You know, you got your strong warriors, you know, your conniving warriors. You kind of got to, like, set them straight. Like, they're like a kid in a way. Like, you kind of got to give it, you got to give it something. You got to give it direction. And if your direction's, you know, wrong or misleading, they don't want that shit. Let's see. Are they associated with any specific deities? Any type of fire deity, any deity that works with the Fae, any deity that works with the dragons. Hephaestus is heavy hardcore with the salamanders. What would be another good one? Lucifer is fantastic with them. Literally any type of deity that, you know, works with them. Now, Tiamat is not a salamander, because Tiamat is technically a water dragon, so she works better with the Undines, which is always really cool, because people are like, oh, she's a fire, you know, she is the primordial fire, you know, dragon goddess. But she is a water dragon. She is not a fire, like a heavy hardcore fire dragon, just like Leviathan's chaos dragon. And granted, you can kind of like utilize them, but he prefers to live in the darkness and within chaos, not the actual light that the fire element can give, because there is no good, like, I shouldn't say that. There is no, like, you know, I'm going to help you all through whatever you need. Leviathan's not exactly like that. He enjoys throwing you into chaos, kind of like Loki does, like not playing trips. He's just more of a straightforward type of dragon, but Leviathan's more of a, you need the darkness, you need the chaos, you know, and yes, the dragon could give it, but the dragon's not, yes, the fire elementals can give the destruction, but they'll give the creation, and that's what the problem is with the Leviathan. So you can't throw him into there either. What is it with you two in this gate? Like, you guys are getting taller, not shorter. I don't understand how this works. I'm just saying. It's just like that. Let's see what other deities would be really good. Lilith. Lilith is fantastic for... Lilith is great for the salamanders. I said Hephaestus. Aries is great, so therefore Aries and Mars, because, you know, you got Greek and Roman. Yeah. So just pull up, like, any deities that relate to the fire. Salamanders are great for. But then there's always those oddball ones. You know, like I said, like Lilith is great, and you got Lucifer. That's fantastic, too. So, yeah. So you just have to kind of, like, dig into there. Gina says, big time chaos energy. See, now that's the tricky thing. So if you're looking at the destruction side, yes, chaos is always going to come from it. Then you got your, you know, your yin, which is, you know, a little bit more, let's make everyone happy. It's always the weird one. But yeah, definitely. Let's see what else we got. Ooh, healing. Fire is great for healing too. And I don't mean like spiritually, but I mean like actual physically. And I know, yes, I know, like what fire, you touch fire on the skin, you're gonna burn it. That's not what I mean. I mean like the warmth of it, how it warms. So like warming your hands on a fire. And then if you're a Reiki practitioner, you utilize that warmth from your hands. Now granted, you create your own, but if you utilize the flame and manipulate onto the body itself, it actually can help heal them a lot more. It's one of the things I've been working on with my Reiki. I've been taking it to another level, even though I got the next class coming in October. So I'll be my Reiki 2, but because I've been doing my own side studies to help me for Reiki 2, which is a distance and, you know, pets and all that fun stuff, I've been working with the elements on it. So I'm utilizing the elements to help with my Reiki because I want it to be unique. I don't want it to be like everyone else's. You know, I'm not an everyone else kind of person anyways, especially witch. So I'm going to utilize it a little differently. So I've been working with the fire a lot more. Water's fantastic, the wind as well, and earth, of course. But the fire is one of my favorites to try and utilize within my Reiki practice. So an idea, just know that fire is great for healing because it warms you. It makes you feel better inside. You know, it takes that chill out of the bones. It's not only spiritually, but physically, you know, too. Am I going too fast for anyone? I'm sorry if I am. Okay, so this is just repeating. I wrote notes here, just repeating the different type of elementals, which I've already said this. You know, you got the dragon family, you got your fire drakes, you got of course, your actual salamanders, which are the actual movement within the fire itself. You got your fire fae, but you also have, and this is the one I actually forgot about, your thunderbirds. So Native American stories speak of thunderbirds, sacred beings connected to thunder and lightning, who rule and transmute denser energies of the earth. You can often feel the presence of the thunderbirds just after a thunder and lightning storm, as a quiet peace once again envelops the landscape. So I wrote that like word for word because I thought it was fantastic how I'd explain what thunderbirds were. And I always kind of was like, well, how does that work? You know, but it's the energy, okay? But yeah, so you got your dragons, you got your fire fae, and you got your thunderbirds. So those are the main salamander beings that you have within. Let's see, did I miss anything else? Just know that the fire itself, the consciousness of the fire is of a salamander being. Make sure I don't want to forget anything. I already said this, I already said that. I already said all that. Ooh, of course. Ooh, I would love that. Once I'm very comfortable with utilizing my new style techniques, because I'm confident with the Reiki one itself, but it's the elements. I'm definitely going to be hitting you up once I figured out how to do the distance healing. And that's what is in Reiki too. So that's what's kind of throwing me off, because if you're physically here, I would totally do it. But I don't know how to do it as a distance yet. But I'm going to once Reiki 2 comes in. And then you also said, I wonder if fire kitsune would be associated with them as well. Yes. Yes. And I just watched an amazing Asian TV show that I'm obsessed with. And she was a fire fox demon. And then they talked like the whole thing about the kissings. And I was like, ah! And I was like, I know someone. I know someone. Ooh, and then there's this really cool statue that kind of looks like this, by the way. But it had the kitsune, so it had the 9 tails and the fox, and you know. I might just have to, buy that for you. Just saying. Just saying. Just saying. Like a little wedding present, when you come up. So cute. Alright, so I said all this, I said all this. Okay, so when invoking fire elementals, they can help burn away and purify what no longer serves you, put you back at your highest good, while also supplying a type of creative force. Now, where was it? I know it's in here. If you are clairvoyance, fire salamanders want to work with you automatically. It's kind of a given. There's something about being a clairvoyant that you're just kind of like, you're like that amplifying energy that it kind of like, you're like a radar, like, ding, come work with me. I know, I'm here. Hey, get off my couch, Pluto. That's not how you climb, ma'am. Okay, so what was the other part here? Okay, they do transmit their fiery energy and any perceived fears or illusions, and it kind of helps them give insight to a lot of things. It also stimulates and strengthens our it stimulates your aura field. I don't know why I typed all this, is all crazy and shit. So we can more easily recognize spiritual forces in our lives. So it's kind of cool how that helps. On a physical level, so here we go. So it definitely assists with your circulation, your core temperature, as well as your body's metabolism. What are you doing? Anubis. On an energetic level, or an energy-based level, all right, it really helps. Now, this is an energetic physical level, not spiritual, just so you know. But it really helps when you're going through like self-doubt. It really helps when you feel like low passion for things. It could be sexually, it could just be like if you're a painter. Self-love is a huge one too. They can also help detoxify your body itself, cleanse everything out, and get the hell out of here. Which, speaking of that, we're gonna pull a card. No, I guess I'll do a split live real quick after this one for tomorrow's card tea. Okay, so here's a little something that I actually found that actually works. I've tried it. I thought this would be great for you guys. So bear with me on this one. So this is to help if you want to detoxify your body or any healing practice to aid in a positive like transformation of yourself. So light a candle and ask a salamander within to bless your intentions for healing. Light the candle in the evening while you relax. Ask the salamander to clear all hurt, pain, like heaviness, negativity, and remove it from that day, okay? You can adapt it to add it to like maybe a weekly thing, but it's really great if you just kind of want to do it, on a daily basis. And all it is you're lighting a candle, a simple candle, and you're speaking to it, Always make sure you thank the salamander after you. Everyone knows that. You always thank the being with you, whether you're calling a deity, any type of entity, any type of being, any type of, anything really. You always thank them. You may find that every time you think the fire, the wick doesn't smoke as it would before. Does that make sense? Has anyone ever tried that? Because I've tried that, and it's actually like a legit thing. Once you say thank you, you blow out the flame, you say thank you, or you snuff the flame, whichever you prefer. You thank it. Watch the smoke afterwards. Like, really watch them. Salamanders are actually associated, yes, with the root chakra, but they are also associated with the sacral chakra also. So those are the two that salamanders are associated with, if that helps. Like you said that, I was like, ooh, I know this answer. I know this answer really good. Okay, so I'm going to give you a list of a little bit more detailed of what salamanders are really good to use for. Now, yes, we saved creative and destructive, healing, and a few others, right? But I'm going to give you a bunch of them, like a whole list of when would be a good time to call forth and have them help you, okay? So anytime you need to boost confidence, creativity, courage, moving through change, increase success, passion, leadership, power, personal fulfillment, freedom, the expression of will, intensity, vitality, transformation, strength, and drive. Okay, so it's like a breakdown of the two sides. Okay, so invoking, because I have a guided meditation and I don't know if you guys want to do it or not. So since I have a couple of you on, if you want me to do the meditation, and you can always rewatch it at a later time, it's really simple. It just requires a candle and yourself and some quiet time. But I do have an invoking the fire elements I like to use, especially when I'm outside in a bonfire. I actually did this exact invoking when we were camping, which was really fun, by the way. Okay, so the invoking the fire elements, this is not the meditation, this is just the invoking. So invoke the salamander with a flame, safely light a fire or burn a candle or incense, and practice gazing into the flame's licks or the smoke itself when it is ignited. Feel the warmth of the fire lighting your own internal flame. Call upon the salamander to reignite lost passion or give you the strength to carry yourself through difficult tasks. The salamander is ready to aid in your evolution. Their planets are technically the sun, which we already established, Jupiter. And of course, we already know that the zodiac signs are Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Okay, so that's just a little invoking. It's literally, you don't need words, it's gazing. It's all about just you and the flame. Okay, so I'm going to tell them to be quiet so that way I can read this meditation quietly for you guys with no background noise. So give me 1 second. Hey, Austin. Austin. Our pen. Can you turn that down a little bit so that way I can have complete silence so I can do this meditation real quick and then I'll be done? More? Okay. All right. No worries. Okay, here we go. So let me turn some lights off here so I can make it darker too.
Are you done?
No. Shh. Silence. Just because I like the dark. Just put a cloth on so you can't see anything. That would be fun too. I got an idea. Okay, can y'all still hear me? Tell me if you guys can hear me still. Perfect. Okay, so I want you guys to close your eyes and we're going to go ahead on this. So with this meditation, what we're going to do is this is all about attuning yourself to the element of fire and asking to meet your own salamander fire guide. Lucas, can you get those cats? There's playing with a water bottle. So find a place where you're not going to be disturbed at all, okay? All you need is a candle, which you will light in the intention to clear, shift, manifest, or even allow you to feel the most important at that moment.
That's Austin.
It's Austin. Okay, sit down, because I'm doing a meditation. I need you to be quiet. Hey, please, come on. This is every time. You guys are quiet all day, and then when I need to do something, you guys aren't quiet. All right, here we go. All right, sit comfortably facing your candle. Take some deep breaths to relax your mind and body. When you're ready, light your candle. Ask the fire to bless your intentions for healing. As you gaze into the flame, feel yourself attuning to the fire. Become one with the fire. Breathe in its warmth and power. Breathe out the same into your space. Keep gazing within the fire. Think about anything you wish to release. Perhaps emotions or situations that no longer serve your path, fears, ties, or even hurts. Anything you need to let go. As you think of them, bring them forward. Resolve anything that may attach to these feelings. Perhaps offer forgiveness, compassion, or even love. As you continue to take deep breaths in, when you breathe out, release everything you were just thinking about. Take as long as you need. Take the power now and the strength of the fire within you. If you feel ready to ask your salamander guide to make themselves known to you, ask them. Open your heart and sense their presence. Imagine the flame growing taller, stronger. What color is your flame? Does it take shape? What comes out of the flame? Sense their presence as they come forward from that flame. This could take some time, but you will know when they show themselves. Ask them their name. Ask if they have any questions, or if you can ask them any questions. Perhaps they already know why they are being called to you. After you have spoken with them for your time, thank them for coming to you. And help them reform themselves back into that candle flame. They should go back the way they came, always the way they came. Once they have morphed back into that candle flame, snuff or blow out your candle with such gratitude and renewed self of freedom and well-being within yourself. Hey, Kathy. So I'm back. One thing with this one too is because you're working with the fire, and I definitely recommend this with any type of fire manipulation, fire creation, fire destruction, working with any type of beings like dragons and the fire fae or salamanders or even the thunderbirds or any type of beings that relate to fire in general. I recommend then going and taking a very, let me rephrase this. Get a very cool glass of water and drink it. Slowly, of course, but drink it. What's going to happen is this is how you know it's working, is your internal body is going to be very hot. You're going to feel like your temperature rose. You're not going to be as chilled as you probably were before. And you need to be able to regulate your temperature back to your normal settings. If not, it can turn into a very bad thing. It can make you sick. You can start to feel like you're going to pass out some. Like it's that overheating type of nature that you're going to get with it if you do not re-ground yourself, as in your body temperature, back to what it should have been, okay? Just a little words of advice on that. I know this well. I've passed out a few times or came very close to it. I've had to catch myself. It's kind of scary, especially when you're like, but I didn't really do much. Like I was just working with manipulation, but it's because I was working with the fire. I became the fire became me. You know, the being came to me, I came to it. It's like a whole huge thing. So just simple glass of cold water. It doesn't have to have ice in it or anything, just a cold glass of water. And it really does help re-ground yourself back. Granted, you can always go outside and ground, but you have to internally regulate yourself back. Oh, no worries, no worries. Oh, I completely understand. The little demons are playing right now around. We got Dragon Kong right behind me, Loki sleeping on one couch, and the little fur babies are chasing each other and tackling each other. You want to see them? Give me a sec. I'll pull them up. Come here, you beautiful boy. Hi, the baby. Listen, you can come here too. Oh, stop. He's the babies. This is Anubis and Pluto. Pluto's a little meanie. Anubis is my good boy. My baby. Mommy baby? Yes, you know I love you too. This one likes to claw my throat. This one don't. He's a good boy. I know. Oh, go on. Go on. Oh, you changed your mind, didn't you? Oh, it's a lot harder than you thought. I went to give him a bath and the Pluto, Megan's cat, got me right in the throat with her nails. I almost lost it. I was like, oh, I haven't had to deal with this in a long time. But Anubis just gotta lay there like, hurry up, because I'm gonna cry, Mom, if you bathe me anymore. It was kind of cute afterwards. But they're good. They like to lay on the couches, and they found their little happy places. And the other thing is just they're so curious. So I gotta kind of confine them in whatever area I'm working in. Love them lots for me. I miss them so much. I mean, you can babysit them anytime you want. No, I'm just kidding. They do really good with the other, my other animals. The only thing that's, the only one that they don't do well with is Karma, which is one of my, other cats. She's actually she's not the oldest, she's the youngest of the two I already had. And she just hates them. And not in a bad way where she's trying to attack them. She just runs and hides. Like, no fucks to give. Like, nope, not playing with them. Nope, can't make me. She hid for like 2 whole days. Now she's slowly coming around. I got to hold Karma again. She's not as mad at me as she was. She'll get over herself. Lilith absolutely loves them. She just kind of watches them like she's like that grandma that's kind of like, I see you, but you stay over there. Don't you break my stuff. Stay out of my room, young lady. It's kind of how Lilith acts. But Karma, she's just kind of, well, she'll come around. She always comes. She takes forever to come around for things. We have 2 left. The one we are keeping in Lydia's kitty. Our buddy just took the other one. Oh, yay, that's great. Oh, I was so worried. I was worried that I knew there was one that Kylie was supposed to take, and then she changed her mind. I felt really bad. I was like, oh, if I could take another one, I would, but I'm animaled out. Animaled way out. But see, Pluto goes with Megan when she leaves, so technically, you know, I only have 3 cats. Everything in 3. 3 dogs, 3 cats. Except Pluto doesn't count, technically, but she does. But anyways, so yeah. So, I'm trying to think. Do you have any questions? Because that's pretty much it, guys. It's not crazy long or anything. Like I said, the biggest thing is get that candle, light it, stare at it, you know, visualize an elemental being, or just allow the flame to give you the image at once. So like me, I already know it was always going to be a dragon. It'd be weird for the Fire Fae to come out for me. And like Serenity, it's going to be automatically a given that Serenity is going to have the Fire Fae. But the rest of you, things can, you know, adapt a little different. You might see an actual person, you know, made of fire. You might see, you know, she might, maybe a kitsune. You know, perhaps even like a lion that's covered in flames. You know what I mean? Like, you can see other things. That's why the Salamanders is about the actual flame moving and stuff, because it can transform into anything you want it to be. There's just a few automatic break sides of Salamanders, like I said, the dragons, the thunderbirds, and the Fire Fae. Like, they're an automatic, like, what would you call them? They're like the royal families of the Salamanders, and then you have like all the others. Does that make sense? Makes sense. Trying to think if I forgot anything. Doesn't matter the size of the candle. Doesn't really matter the size of the flame. Doesn't matter if you have a little tea light one or a tall pillar candle. Trying to think. Gina, you got me all crazy right now. You got me laughing upstairs. I love you. I love you so much, Gina. That's awesome. But yeah, so, you know, anything like that, it completely works. If you have any questions, if you're watching this on the replay, please ask. Like I said, volcanoes are fantastic for helping, you know, to add that little oomph to invoke them. Ash, incense, the smoke itself. If you can actually light, is it alcohol that burns if you light it? I can't remember. There's a type of, I think it's alcohol. If you light it and then, you know, it burns, like it's like water burning. It's what they always did with, at SeaWorld, where they have like, you know, water or fire on the water and stuff. Oil, yes, you could burn some oil. Honestly, there's the sky's a limit. Like, you just connect it with fire. You understand the element itself as fire. You can, you know, call to them no matter which way possible. Yeah, I mean, they're just as easy as any of the others. With the gnomes, the undines, the sylphs, you know, and you just kind of got to think, like, who would I work better with? You know, and we already established that gnomes I don't work well with. I work fantastic, obviously, with salamanders. Like, they're my thing. I love the undines, and I do love the sylphs. Like, I actually called to the sylphs when I was driving the other day. Randomly, they popped in my head, and I was driving, and I actually just randomly said, okay, let's fly. Like, let's go. Let's drive. And I just wanted to feel them on my fingertips as I was driving with my hand out the window. It was, like, amazing. Loki stuck. So yeah, so anything like that, just gaze. It's great. And it actually helps you with fire manipulation and scrying in the fire. So if you do those two things, this is like nothing. You're just calling a being through it. That's all it is. Does anyone have any questions? It's been a while since I've done a live. I feel really weird. It's like I'm a new person again. I miss you guys. I hope everyone's doing great. I can't wait for things to slow down. School's about to start in a week and a half for these two. Yeah, the 29th they start. So once that is, I'll have my weekends off, which is not really weekend. It's Wednesday, Thursdays, because those are my days off. It'd be so nice to have, like, me time again. Just relax. Watch some of my Japanese subtitle movies and Chinese subtitle movies and Korean subtitle movies. My husband hates me for it because that's all he'll hear. Arigato gozaimasu. And he's just like, what are you doing? What are you watching? I'm like, I'm watching my shows. I want to live in someone else's world. Don't want to live in this world sometimes. It's not fun here. I want to go where there's dark cookies. I have candy and alcohol and really sexy men.
Mom,
What?
I got free and it itchies. I want them gone.
Oh. Okay. No worries, no worries. Let's see. Yes, do it, Gina. Oh, for sure. You can go, like I said, I just think, you know, historical volcanic eruption sites are the most powerful because you're going to get the most powerful ones. Wildfires, the ash from the trees and the land. I know it's so wrong, but, you know, it works. It's just be careful if you're calling salamanders of the wild salamanders because you don't really want the wild salamanders because they're the harder to retame because they've already been, you know, gypped by other witches. All right. So I'm going to go ahead and go because we're going to, my husband was just peeking over like, are you done yet? I told him I said it'd be an hour. I don't know what his fucking head is sometimes. I love that man to death, but he drives me insane. Okay, so if you don't have any questions, yes, no wild salamanders at all. I mean, if you want to, there's nothing wrong with it, but just know that it's not that easy. But then again, Gina, it wouldn't surprise me if you used them because you, of all people, would be able to tame them. Yup. Yeah. I could already see you're gonna do that too, aren't you? Yeah, you are. Yeah, I'm just gonna shake my head and say, yeah. Oh, I know you like difficult things, as do I. But you definitely jump at the challenge faster than I do sometimes. All right, so I'm gonna go ahead and head off. If you guys have any questions, please post them in the comments. I will see you tomorrow for my next live, but it's gonna be earlier in the day. So, but it's okay because it's just a little mini, and I mean like mini, as in like it's probably not gonna take more than 30 minutes of a tea live, yet it's a card tea. It's all based off of this deck that was gifted to me. And they have tea recipes on them for different things, detoxing, cleansing, relaxing, and it breaks between spice teas, herb teas, and flower teas. So I'm going to pull 3 cards, and then we'll all pick a number, and then whatever number that is, that's the tea we're going to make tomorrow. And I made sure I picked simple ones and not really hard ones, because some of the fruit ones you got to have berries and stuff, and I'm not prepped for that for tomorrow. Like I said, I've been behind schedule and everything. But yeah, so I'm actually going to sign off right now, re-sign back on for just a couple seconds so we can pull a card for tomorrow. Then we'll know what tea we're working with, so I can make sure I have everything ready to go, do a little blending, have a little chit chat. So that's what we're going to make tomorrow. We're going to make tomorrow like Dragon Cove's chit chat time. Just want to see how everyone's doing. But I'm probably going to ask some questions like, you know, how are the lives for you guys? Are you guys liking them? Are you guys catching them? So that's pretty much what tomorrow's going to be about. Just for fun. But we're going to make some tea because why not? Because Crystal always makes tea. No surprise there. I love my teas. I bought more herbs. I bought some lotus leaves. But I need some more lotus flowers because I'm out. And guess what? I found... Well, I found it, but I haven't bought it yet. Because I got to watch my money because our vacation killed me a little bit. Red lotus flowers. I need them. I also need blue and white lotus flowers. Actually, I need all the colors of the rainbow lotus flowers. So that's my new mission. But I got lotus leaves and I love them. They smell so good. But I need the flowers now, so I'm going to have to work for that. Yay! Thanks, guys. You guys make me happy when you guys tell me you like my leaves. I know. And your teas are going out first thing tomorrow. It's already packaged. I actually ran out of ink for my printer. And my dumbass was like, why don't you just go to the post office and have them print a label? But I was like, I'm going to order this, and then, you know, Amazon comes in the next day. Well, yeah, because I'm stupid. Didn't think of just going to the freaking post. But it's already packaged, ready to go. So it's going out tomorrow. Oh, thanks, Serenity. You guys make me excited. I can't wait too, because I got the 3 new August or end of August / September blends coming up. And they're more geared towards, like, you know, Samhain. So I'm really excited. Although I'm not going to lie, like, my Dark Mother tea, like, hello, Morgan. Like, you did that shit on purpose. Like, you made that amazing on purpose. But then again, my Mountain Secret. Okay, so yeah, I'm going to stop talking about my blends because, like, the Om tea literally makes me feel like I'm in a temple and I need to sit down and just be like, Om, and like a low vibration. And I know it's that mugwort. I know it's the mugwort that does that. It just makes me feel good. And the Mountain Secrets, it's like I literally feel like I'm in the freaking mountains. Just love it. Love it. Okay. All right. I'm getting off here because you guys keep me on here. So I love you all. If you have any questions about salamanders or any of the other lives for the elemental beings, please let me know. Go back to those lives if you have questions about them. Post them. I'll read them. I'll respond to them like I always do. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. Now, granted, it's going to be early. Don't forget, but it's okay to watch on the replay. I love you. Have a great night. Blessed be, sisters.